Hey guys, Manny here, aka Man Wellness. Happy Tuesday. Hope that you guys are crushing it today as well. I just got through a really challenging and actually kind of terrible 45-minute workout. And that is what has led to the topic tonight. It's that kind of discussion and that question to you guys of, have you ever felt like your very worst workout was actually one of your best at the same time? And I'm really curious to know if you guys agree. So as you're jumping on, not only let me know that you're here, but also tell me if you've had this experience before, and tell me if you agree or disagree, because I actually want to know. I'm trying to find like the best spot here. So I just finished this workout. It was actually kind of awful. Like, the workout is good and everything. It is challenging, but it is really freaking hard. Like, there are all these crazy compound weighted movements, like plyometrics with weights, all sorts of nonsense. And it was really like terrible for me. Like, I was struggling. I was getting nowhere quickly. Just like pissed off, angry at how much I was struggling. And just within 5 minutes, I was like, I'm out, I'm quitting. And I bet some of you have felt that way too. Have you guys ever been like a few minutes into a workout, like I'm talking like 5 or less minutes in, and you're like, this shit's whack, I'm not doing this, I'm out, I'm gonna just stop. So that's where I was. I'm like 5 minutes into this 45-minute workout, and I'm like, yeah, it's not gonna happen. Like, I might just bow out of this one because it's not gonna be my thing tonight. But I decide, all right, let me see if I can go another 5 minutes. So I go another 5 minutes, it's terrible. I'm like literally whining aloud, like I'm swearing, I'm dropping F-bombs, I'm pissed. And in my head, I'm like tearing shit apart. This is terrible, I hate this workout. And I'm like, that's it, I'm done. 5 more minutes and I'm done. So then I get to 10 minutes, and then all of a sudden things start to turn a little bit. The workout didn't get any easier, but I reminded myself of why I was even at this workout and how I got here. And I reminded myself that if this were just 2 years ago, I would never have even pushed play on this workout. Never mind continue to push through when it got hard. I would never stick through something like that was frustrating to me, that was making me angry, that was really that challenging. Like, I would have just called it, no one would have known. I could have just posted on here a regular post, not said anything about my workout, and you probably would have assumed that I had worked out. So what's the big deal? But for me, as I was doing it, I realized that this was, even if I had to reduce my weights, which I did, even if I had to do a ton of modifying, which I did, this workout was a huge victory just because I got through it. Just because I pushed through and I continued the workout instead of quitting and instead of giving up. And that in and of itself was a huge victory for me. And that can be a huge victory for you guys too. You have to recognize sometimes that even when you have a terrible workout, the fact that you pushed yourself to get through it makes it honestly the best workout you've ever done. Because every time you don't quit and every time you don't give in to that challenge, every time you don't back down when things get hard, that is a huge fucking victory, guys. That is massive. So it doesn't always have to be the best workout. And guess what? It's not always the best workout. It's not always the cleanest form. It's not always the heaviest weight that you've lifted. It's not always those things. But it is always progress because you got further. By the end of the workout, I was exhausted. I had to drop my weights down, I had to modify, all that stuff. But guess what? I got through, I finished it, I accomplished something, and I'm still seeing results. I'm still seeing development in my body, change in my body. And that is the actual end game on this. We want to see those results. We want to see that happen. So getting yourself to even push through, hey Bridget, thanks for watching. Getting yourself to even push through and stick in a workout that is challenging is a huge victory. And sometimes you need to take that as your big win and not focus on all the things that didn't go right in the actual workout, all the moves that you didn't do the right way, all the things that you struggled with. All of that doesn't mean anything. What is the biggest deal is that you have conquered something for you mentally and you have pushed yourself forward. And that's what's going to keep you progressing and moving forward in the future. So you are not alone if you have finished finished a really shitty workout and thought, wow, that workout was terrible, but also amazing, because I pushed through a barrier and I got something done that I didn't think I would be able to do. So for all of you guys that are struggling with your workouts, with increasing your weight, with all of that stuff, it really is about those things that push you forward. It's about those other things. It's about your mind. It's about that progress. All of that stuff. What did Bridget say? Yeah, so Bridget has to take a timeout during her workouts right now for a few minutes. So Bridget is one of my newest VIP challengers. She is getting ready to take off in our next challenge group. She's been trying out some of the workouts, and she's saying she's got to take a few minutes in her workouts to rest, catch her breath, that she hasn't gone straight through them yet. But guess what? Every time that Bridget, one, finishes that workout this week, even if she takes a break, that's progress, because she wasn't working out before. She was maybe walking or something like that. Every time she gets through one of those 30-minute workouts, even if she spends 2, 3, 4 minutes resting, that's huge progress. That's moving you towards your goal. And maybe the next week, the goal is that you take less rest. You take less time catching your breath. You don't have to catch it as much. And that's progress. Maybe you're still not completing the whole workout through. Maybe you get through a whole 30-day round of a program, if it's a 30-day program, and you have had to stop in every single day. But you completed all of those workouts. You completed 30 days of workouts. You rested less at the end than you rested now. That's all progress. And guess what? I bet you Bridget's still gonna see some ballin' fucking results. She's still gonna get her shit done. And that is what is important. It's about the long-term success. It's about the victory for someone like me or someone like Bridget who has struggled with exercise in the past, who has struggled with committing to that stuff in the past, who has struggled with seeing success in these things. Getting through in those ways, whatever way you need to, is what the victory is. And that victory is what's going to keep you pushing forward. Not that one great workout you had, but all of those crappy struggle. I had to take a break. I was on the ground, sucking in as much air as I can. Those are the workouts that you push through, that you don't do perfectly, that aren't the best, that end up being the most amazing, because they show you what you're made of, and they show you that you can control your success in the future, and they show you that you are capable of being successful and getting this stuff done. So that's what I had to say tonight, guys. Bridget, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for sharing and for letting me share a bit of your story. You're gonna kick ass. I know it, you already are. The rest of you guys, feel free to share below as you're watching the end here or as you are catching the recording. Let me know if you've had this experience before, or share like Bridget did. Let us know those times that you have struggled, but that you're seeing progress forward. Let us know what that's like. Let's celebrate the small wins together, and let's celebrate taking another step towards having more of that success. Have a good one, guys. We'll talk to you later. Bye.